Prost.
Hey everyone!
And welcome to another Wideo Wednesday. In a world where Josie and Everett rule the world, all of the light sockets are the same.
Today's video is sort of a follow-up to last week's video when we were talking about all the normal things that are kind of totally different in America, but also similar. The other day, I was walking around in our neighborhood because, you know, we kind of are not allowed to do anything else right now. So I was walking and I noticed all these weird things that are just slightly different.
So for today's video, we're gonna talk about the little things that are strange on the street. So while she was walking around playing Pokemon, she discovered 12 things that we are gonna go over.
How did you know I was playing Pokemon?
Note to the world. If you spot a Josie walking around on the street with her phone, she's playing Pokemon.
Why would I be walking down the street without my phone?
Yeah. So really, if you ever see Josie, she's playing Pokemon.
These are really important things that you will encounter every day that you are in America, and they make almost no difference to your lives, but it's still important that you know.
So let us begin.
With point number 1. The curb of American sidewalks is way too high, like huge.
In Germany, they want people to actually park on the sidewalks.
No, but even if you're not parking on the sidewalk, like the curb is usually just like a little bit taller, and here the curb is sometimes this tall, like you have to jump down.
She's only complaining about the height of the curb in America because she wrecked our wheel with the car.
Okay, no.
On the curb.
The curb was also broken.
We still had to replace our tire.
Yeah, but that's the curb's fault. In Germany, if you sort of hit the curb, probably not that big of a deal. But Everett would always smack our car door against the curb.
Oh, that's what this is about.
The curb is simply too high. You either scratch your car, or you slam your door, or you break your tires, or you scratch your beard forever and make everything I say completely pointless. And not just is the curb super high, it also gets painted red.
Right, they don't actually color their curbs in Germany, not that I'm aware of. They only use signs. And it's not just red curbs, we also have blue curbs just to confuse us.
Oh, that's right. Blue curbs are for only parking for a short time.
Number 2.
This is something that they should really put in like a brochure when you're coming to America, because here the red lights that you have to stop at are actually on the other side of the intersection. So me as a German, I'm used to pulling all the way up to the red light, and then the red light is right next to me, and that's what I'm looking at. If you do that here, you're in the middle of the intersection and you will get hit by a car.
And in Germany, I had the opposite experience because I would end up stopping about 2 car spaces before this intersection.
Although it does sort of make sense the American way, because like this way you're far enough from the light so you can actually see the one that's on top.
Yeah, what's with that, Germany? I always have to be like, do I go yet?
You could just look over there. But
Not all the time. They don't always have it on the right.
there's almost always one on the right.
Sometimes. Other times I'm like, screw it. I'll just wait till see the guy next to me goes.
And speaking about red lights, let's talk about number 3.
3.
In America, as a pedestrian, you get a countdown of when it'll turn red.
Now, that's not with every intersection in America, but in most metropolitan cities, they do have a countdown on the crosswalk.
The logic behind it is that you're not supposed to start running when it's already counting. But really what ends up happening is that you are like, oh, 3 seconds, I can definitely make that.
It becomes a race. That's what makes the countdown fun.
In Germany, of course, it just turns red. You have the same time frame, but in Germany, you just don't get that fun countdown. I'm like, ooh, I can make it.
Speaking of crosswalks, let's talk about number 4.
The button that you have to press if you want to let the light know that you want to cross. 1, they look completely different, and 2, I don't think there's any mechanism that lets like blind people press the button.
It depends where. I know Santa Monica has outfitted these tick, tick,
Well, really, really big intersections in Santa Monica and Hollywood even have a guy just say, wait. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait. What does he say when you're allowed to cross?
I think you just stop saying wait. And
Yeah, I think that's just nothing. The blind person can press the button underneath in Germany, whereas in America, they either have the ticking tock sounds or they don't. Most metropolitan areas have the tick, tick, tick sounds, but a lot of places don't. Like, I know our crosswalk here doesn't.
No.
But in Germany, all of them have it, right? Virtually every crosswalk that I saw had a tick, 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 tick.
The majority. Okay, let's get to number 5. Fire hydrants are yellow.
What? All fire hydrants are red.
Have you been to Los Angeles?
We have yellow fire hydrants?
Yes.
No.
Yes!
American fire hydrants are red.
Okay, Los Angeles fire hydrants are all yellow, except for Beverly Hills, where the people were like, yellow's kind of ugly. So they painted all of them silver.
Clearly have not been paying attention at all in LA because every fire hydrant I have in my mind is red.
Well, I wonder if you've noticed this one.
What's number 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Number 6, clearly every mailbox is blue. It's all about blue. Mail is blue. Unless you want to use UPS, then it's brown. Or FedEx, which is, you're screwed. But in Germany, the mailbox is
yellow. All of our mailboxes are yellow because the German post office runs DHL. Comment down below if you know what DHL stands for.
Deutsche Heisenberg League.
Handelsluftpost.
Deutsche Handelsluftpost. Why doesn't DHL have their own soccer team? What's going on?
They're not a league, Everett.
Check this out, guys. Josie made some delicious brownies yesterday. How?
Number 7.
Punto 7.
In Germany, if you had an intersection that does not have a red light, you always have to look to the right, and if there is a car on your right, that car gets to go, even if they're slightly later than you. So you have to stop. They wouldn't have to stop. They could go, as long as there's nothing on their right. In America, that does not exist. They will have a 4-way stop sign. So all sides get a stop sign. All sides have to stop. And then it goes by who got there first.
It's definitely a common thing in America to go, wait, is this a 4-way? In Germany, especially in the smaller towns, you'll have intersections that don't even have a sign. You just have to know that if there's someone on the right, they have the right of way. In America, we have a sign at every intersection. Heck, we even have stop signs in our parking lots because we need to know when we need to stop. If there's no stop sign, we're just gonna go. In Germany, I've definitely run across the issue where I'm just gonna go through the intersection because I didn't see a sign, even though there was someone on the right coming up honking at me because they apparently had the right of way. Which leads us to our number 8, the right turn on a red light. In America, unless there is a sign specifically saying no right turn on red light, you are always allowed to take a right turn on a red light as long as there's no traffic.
Wait, is that really in all of America? Because I heard it's a thing that California came up with.
No, all of America.
Okay, but maybe still California invented and just spread to everywhere.
I don't think so.
I mean, I heard it on the radio.
Oh, really?
So, number... How do I show 9? 9! So I don't even have that many fingers.
You don't have 9 fingers?
I have 10, actually.
No, you have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs.
Are thumbs fingers? Or are they thumbs? No, I think thumbs are fingers.
6 fingers, 2 thumbs, 2 pinkies. That's what it is.
No, if that's true, then we also only have 8 toes and 2 thumb toes.
Thumb toe? We call it the big toe. But I like thumb toe. Thumb toe should be a name. Let's call our first kid Thumb Toe.
And a stinky toe.
Thumb Toe, come. Time for dinner, Thumb Toe.
Point number 9 on our list is the fact that Americans actually have street cleaning every week.
Okay, that I will say is not American. That is so LA.
Really?
I've never heard of street cleaning in Texas.
Oh my god, LA is obsessed with street cleaning.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty crazy.
almost all the roads, especially like smaller roads, have a sign that says just every Monday from 8 to 10, don't park here because we're cleaning the street. And 95% sure it's really just because they want to give us tickets for parking because the street is not very clean.
During the pandemic, they halted the street cleaning
and we were told that basically nobody saw a difference.
In Germany, I felt like streets were pretty decently clean and we almost never saw a street cleaning car.
If you're American and you live in a city in America, let us know if there's street cleaning in your city, because I never saw it in Texas, but I'd like to know if, like, I don't know, Boise, Idaho has it. All right, now we're gonna go to number 10, which is an interesting one that Josie noticed, because in Germany, the only cables you see above the ground are usually the ones operating the tram. But in America, cables above the ground are how we distribute our electricity.
It's ugly, ugly, ugly. It ruins almost any photo you take, but what's worse is that it's dangerous. When there's a storm, they always tell you, like, oh, don't touch the down power lines. Like, ugh, I wouldn't if you would put the power lines underground.
That's right. For some reason, Germany decided to build all their power lines underground.
I can tell you the reason. Safety.
All right, let's make like Stranger Things and do 11.
Number 11 is that the shopping carts in America are weird. First of all, they're missing the whole cool like mechanism with the clippy thingy and the dollar that you have to put in.
Because we are free, Josie.
No, but of course, the grocery store still doesn't really want their carts to get stolen. And with all the homeless people here, carts would definitely get stolen.
Not just would, they do.
But they have created a new crazy mechanism, which honestly must be operating on magic because I have not figured out how it works in reality. Grocery store parking lots are surrounded by a yellow line, and if you roll your shopping cart across the yellow line,
It'll lock the wheels.
I don't know how the shopping cart sees that I crossed the yellow line.
I'm sure it has something to do with electromagnetism. In the end, everything has to do with physics. And that brings us down to number 12, our 12th thing.
Wow. So, in America, or at least in Los Angeles, when you take a bus, if you want to request that the bus stops at the next stop, you have to pull a random clothesline that they strung across the window.
It's not a clothesline.
It looks like a clothesline, and so you have to pull it like, why could they not put buttons up?
It's more fun in America to stop the bus. You have to pull on something. In Germany, you have to press a button. I mean, don't get me wrong, buttons are fun too, but that's America style.
I thought it was so weird. The very first time I saw it, I was like, is this bus broken? Why did they put a lot? Like, it doesn't look properly installed either. It just looks like somebody went around with like a glue gun and some hooks and was like, this is probably where it should hang. It looks so third world country as if like the buttons are broken.
How is it not? You tell me, is it more fun to do this, ding, ding, ding? Or is it more fun to do this, boo, boo? Well, yeah, it is weird. Oh, you're taking my brownie.
I it's my brownie. I made.
I've never broken a bone in my body in my entire life, and yet I'm super accident prone. So I am definitely worried about you, like, what do you... Ah! Oh, God! Oh, my barb, you broke it! Why?
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We are probably gonna eventually have to do actually bigger things that are weird in the US, but so far, since we can't go anywhere, it'll only be really small things. Let us know what you guys think about all of these things. Does it make more sense in Germany or in America? And if you want to support Everett's campaign to run for president of the world, you can become a Patreon.
Please join Patreon, and I will rule the world for you guys.
You know you'd want to live in a world with more beer. Thanks again for watching this video. Please leave a like, subscribe if you have not yet, which just makes me think, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
If you haven't subscribed to our show, why? Tell us in the comments.
And you should definitely always, always, always comment on our video.
Always. We'll see you on Saturday with our new episode. Cheers. Oh.
Stop breathing.
Look at this. Can you guys do this? Ooh. Flippity round.
You can't do this apparently.
I did it once.
Congratulations.